You may have an opportunity with FP1 sessions, maybe the young driver test or the rookie race that might happen after Abu Dhabi. But largely, what I hear you say is that you have the opportunities. You need to just prove that you're fast enough and that you have the results enough to sort of be eligible to get them, because there are, two times the number of rookie sessions in FP1s available. Rookie test details should sort of come up, as the season in Formula One also progresses. But since performance in Formula 2 is so critical, especially this being your third year, how is Alpine helping you excel in Formula 2 this year?
No, that they're doing a lot, especially like even compared to last year. Like now we have Julian heading the academy again, so he's working very closely with me. We speak after every test. He's there on track, and Alpine is more focused always on the driver, and they want to get the most out of the driver. So it's very nice to have someone like that, just no bullshit and just telling you how you're doing or what you can do better or what they feel you can do better. So there's a lot of in-depth reports after every race. I have to report as well what I felt, and a lot of calls and conversations. So I feel it's a lot more. I mean, Alpine are really helping a lot, and even with the opportunities which I might have with FP1s, as you mentioned, in the end, it's a dream, and then to even have that opportunity, obviously, it's not set in stone, but to know that it can come about if I just do my job is a great piece of motivation, and it just shows that they are doing a lot for young drivers, which is amazing.
Have they set a target for you? Is it, and every time I've spoken to Helmut Marko for any of his junior drivers, his first thing is he has to win the championship. And then I'm like, but Dr. Marco, you have 5 Red Bull juniors. You want all 5 to win the championship? That's not possible, right? So, what is Alpine's target for you? I know winning a championship in Formula 2 is like winning the lottery. You need everything to fire together. There's limited track time. It's literally about the team and driver making the least number of mistakes, if that's one way to look at it. But what is the target that Alpine's sort of given you? I know you have your own personal target, but is there a benchmark that Alpine has set up for you? Because you've also got Gabriel Emini as one of the other Alpine juniors with you in Formula 2.
No, I think we have work-ons at the start of this year, looking at last year myself. So working on those, showing them that I'm making the effort to work on myself as well, to be self-critical and to grow as a human as well. I think that's high in the priority list. Obviously, performing is there, but it's more on the process. In the end, the decision will come if I am high up in the championship. But to get there, that's where they're really helping, especially Julian. And we're just trying to get that process right and try and be adaptable, because as you know, F2 is you never have perfect weekends in F2. And it's like you said, you get 10 points or 12 points a weekend, and come the last weekend, you're fighting for the championship, because that's how F2 is. So it's just about reducing those mistakes and not making the mistakes again and again. I think F1 teams are very serious on that. You can make a mistake, we're all human, but to learn from it is very important as well.
Yeah, and you said there are some work-ons that you and Alpine have identified. Anything that you can share with us that you are comfortable expressing publicly, so even your fans are able to sort of see that this is what Kush really wanted to work on, and we can see that he's made. Only if you're comfortable sharing one or two easy ones that can be spotted on the camera. I know the F2 coverage isn't as in depth with a lot of data for us, but anything that you'd like to share with us on what those key one or two work-ons are?
Yeah, I'll give you a quick one. One would be being more adaptable in the car. Obviously, we've seen that when the car is exactly how I want it, we're there and we can pull it. But when the car isn't exactly how I want it, to get the maximum out of myself and the car, and to be adaptable. I think that's one work on, for example, which Alpine and I are both working hard on. But like that, there's more. But obviously, that's just sort of to give you an idea of what it is.